Thank you. Well, I thought about where to start. I come from Sweden. I know that we are several in this room who came far to be here today. But why do a Swede get to speak to all of you here today? Well, the SEC Arbitration Institute, we have a very long history when it comes to China. We were founded in 1917, but already in the 80s, in 1984, we were part of a cooperation agreement with China Council for Promotion of International Trade. And since then, we have seen a great number of Chinese parties at the SEC in Stockholm each year. And as you see, we also have Chinese-speaking staff at the Secretariat helping me with this wonderful presentation. So the SEC today, I would say that we are a leading forum for international arbitration. We do approximately 200 cases per year. 55% of them are international, and a good number comes from Asian countries. The clear majority are commercial disputes, and then we have a few investment disputes as well. Each year, approximately 40 to 45 different countries coming to the SEC, and we take great pride in having more or less 50% female arbitrators appointed by the SEC board. So I'd love to get some questions on diversity later on. We have always had a focus on East-West disputes, but also on East-East disputes. We do see quite a lot of domestic disputes from Asia coming to the SEC, but also Asian companies, Chinese companies in conflict with either European, South American companies. A few from North America as well, but I would say majority are in relation to Asia, Europe, or South America. So we pride ourselves in being innovative. We are what we say a very modern arbitration institute, and maybe the most modern. I'm not sure I dare say that here, but we have tried to come up with innovations since our start, or at least since the mid-90s. We were quite early on appointing emergency arbitrators working in 5 days to deliver decisions. And our latest new feature is the SSE Express, where you can get a decision from a neutral legal expert in 3 weeks and for a set fee. So you know how long it will take and you know how much it will cost. We also have, of course, the SEC platform, which is mandatory for all SEC arbitrations and much appreciated by tribunals and parties. So our focus, since I took office 2.5 years ago, have been to really keep a close dialogue with the users, the parties in our close jurisdictions, but also further out from Sweden, for example, here in China. So we try to stay high quality, we stay cost efficient, and by doing this, we need to increase our use of digital tools, of course. Earlier this year, we launched our digital request for arbitration. So all requests for arbitration at the SEC are now done on our website. You never send any papers to us anymore. If you don't know where Sweden is, there it is. You see the arrow. The purple map is where we have had parties from in the last 10 years. So that is more or less all parts of the world. We have seen 87 nationalities in the last 10 years at the SEC, and I know that we have some new nationalities this year as well. So when it comes to Chinese parties, in the last 24 years, we've seen 115 disputes. The Chinese parties have been claimants in 32 cases, but the majority of our cases, the Chinese party was responding. The claims have differed quite a lot, as you can see, from 18,000 euro to 1 billion euro. And the average disputed value is very much in line with the average value we see in SSE cases. The average value is, for all our caseload, 33 to 35 million euro, and for Chinese disputes, 39 million euro. And since we have this close connection to the Chinese markets, it was important for us to have all our rules in Chinese. We also have Chinese-speaking staff at the Secretariat, so it's easy to access us or to email us. We don't do WeChat, I'm very sorry, and I know that's how you do it in China, but we don't, yet at least. So the latest news, the tool we launched 2.5 years ago, is the SSE Express. So you get a decision in 3 weeks and for a set fee. It's very much up to the parties to decide how to use this tool. The final decision could either be non-binding on the parties, and that is actually what we have seen in a majority of these cases. The parties choose to enter into an SSE Express quite early on in a long-standing relationship because they see they have difficulties in interpreting maybe a clause in the agreement. But there is also a possibility to have a decision made contractually binding between the parties. It's just up to the parties to decide on that, or actually transferred into an arbitral award. We are yet to see that, but that is a possibility under the SSE Express rules. And to enter into an SSE Express, you need the parties' consent, either in the original agreement or before coming to us. Please sign up for our newsletter. I hope that's the text I have up here. I was told it was. So we have a newsletter every month. Please sign up. We're happy to have you as readers. And thank you.